Hello, party people. I'm going to give people a second to come in because, as usual, I am going live at random. So, as you come in, please give me a two if you can hear me okay. I know, super random lives. Who doesn't go live for at least a month? And then when they do go live, they do it all of a sudden with no warning. Give me a two if you can hear me. As you come in, again, we just gonna give people a chance to come in. Give me a two when you can hear me. We are going to have some raw and uncut question and answers. Hey, I'm so glad you can hear me. So, really quick, I wanted to do this sort of kind of like a pop-up live really quick just because I have been working like crazy for these last couple of days. Hey, everybody, give me a two if you can hear me as you come in. Give me a two. Um, I've been working like crazy, and I know people say that, but then you can't see the work. Oh, real quick, it's 14 people in here, but I only have three thumbs up. So can y'all all please give me a thumbs up and give me a two if you can hear me? But I have so much on the way for you guys. We restocked teas. We have a bunch of new glycerites, as you can see. There's so many other things that are being released. Got a crap load of orders about to go out. Of course, I'm not gonna show them. Well, we'll talk about that later too. Okay, so today I want us to do a question and answer. It's been a while since I went live. And I know that there are a whole lot of new people here. Like within the last month, we had almost 1,000 new family members here. So if this is your first time watching, my name is Cynthia, but I go by Sin. And I am very, very straight to the point. So if you are in here and you have any questions, anything that you've been dealing with, like hair, skin, nails, or anything like that, mainly hair and like gut health, stuff like that. Any questions about herbs, let them rip. Also, even if, let's say, you don't have a question right now, is there something like that you want to see specifically? Like, is there a certain type of video you want to see? Because to tell you the truth, I had two brand deals to finish today, so I finished those, and I'm like, okay, I want to make sure that I'm still able, to come in here and talk to y'all and answer questions because clearly they're not going up today. If you the brand and you see this, just know you're gonna get the links in a minute. And just realize that our thumbs up. It's yeah, it's okay. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and just let y'all know um that the floor is open. If you have any questions, anything that you want to know, hair, skin, and nails, or anything more than that. Here we go. Hey, beautiful girl. I'm gonna take a break. I've been working hard on a documentary on how to properly formulate herbal extracts because I'm sick of seeing people do it wrong. Oh, girl. Listen, me and you. So all of those right there, originally, okay, so don't nobody get mad because she brought it up. So the herbal glaze is something that I ended up producing. We'll talk about that. I'll go into depth on that later on in this live if you want me to. But originally, I was going to bring back, I'm being real. I was going to bring back silk fusion therapy. I was going to but I started with the herbal glaze, and depending on how people did with just a simple herbal glaze, that was going to determine how I made my decision. And I'm gonna just be real and say that I don't know why, but for whatever reason, like people refuse to read like directions, and it's only with hair products. I don't know if it's like something subconsciously that's like whatever is on the directions on the hair product, you gotta make up something else and do the opposite. It's crazy. Even like with me sending the product with directions, with the extra directional card, people will be like, okay, so what if I use this and mix this? And I'm like, okay, no. So I then was on YouTube and I saw people like, oh, this is how you make a herbal extract. And they were literally like they were taking, people think that to make a herbal extract you take a regular oil like almond oil and just put herbs in it and let it sit, and that's not how it works. That's not how it works, right? And people are selling oh, this is a herbal glycerine. Oh, this is rose oil. And it's like, y'all, no. Or people are like, oh, I'm making rose hair products, and then they just take roses and put roses inside of an oil or roses inside of a conditioner, and then that's the no. You have to make an extract first. You either make an extract or you either make a you either make a glycerite or you make a tincture. You either use alcohol or you either use glycerin. Yes, and got the nerve to try to sue. Listen, read the directions. If it says leave it, listen, y'all. Y'all, yes. We are not here. We didn't just go to school for nothing. And granted, there are some dusty hairstylists that make it so confusing for y'all. I understand 100%. But y'all, that is why I have and I'll show you because they're not on the site, so it's fine. Okay, so one is with hibiscus and mugwort. So this is one. Um, this is with spearmint and saw pimento. So this is spearmint and saw pimento extract. There is nothing else inside of my glycerites except for the herb, purified water, and glycerin. That is it. Vegetable glycerin. And so, oh, and then this one is I have a saffron glycerite. Ooh, like it's a pink bottle, so you'll be able to see it like when I do the videos and stuff, but it's really, really like a rich color. Saffron, if you know anything about herbs, you know saffron is expensive. And mhm. And then this one here is black seed clove, moringa, and avocado seed. This is what this glycerine is. All right. So these will be available on my website probably like sometime tomorrow, which is why I'm on live today, answering as many of y'all questions. If you have any questions, because I won't be posting anything today, and it's been a couple of days. But I don't think anybody got any questions. I think y'all just want to watch me talk. Y'all want to hear a story? Like, what do you want? What do you need from a player? I get my hair braided a lot, and I get my ears clipped every time I get my hair braided, but my hair is not growing for me. What am I doing wrong? Okay, you get your hair braided a lot. That's what's wrong. Okay, this is the thing. And I can tell you exactly what you're doing wrong. Most likely, if you're getting your hair braided all the time, you believe that you got to grease your scalp. So if you have your hair braided all the time, most likely every time you get your hair braided, your braider do that little cute thing y'all like to see where they squeeze the whole damn bottle of do grow oil on your scalp. Or after you get your hair braided, you greasing your scalp or you greasing your scalp multiple times a week. That is why your hair is not growing. Somebody asked me, they were like, when I said hair grows an inch and a half every your hair everybody's hair should be growing an inch and a half every month. And when I said that, yes, HS Band-Aid right here, get into it. But everybody was like, oh, is it true that black women only grow like they only get a half an inch of hair every year? And the problem that we have, we see articles and we see the end result, but we don't look at the study. If you look at the case study All of the women whose hair grew a half an inch every year were greasing their scalp, packing their scalps full of oil and things of that nature. When you look at their diets, so what are you doing to your scalp? You have to be, there's something missing, because this is the thing, and I'm not being rude and disrespectful. Remember, this is uh don't watch if you sensitive. When it comes to the human body, right? And people like to say, "Oh, science isn't," but science is literally saying, "I don't know. Let me find out." If there is one phrase to explain science, it would be, "I don't know. Let me find out." So, as a scientist, right, with you saying, I don't know, let me find out, that's where the scientific method comes into play. And where the scientific method comes into play is like, okay, I have a problem. Let me look at all things that have gotten me to this point. So, if we know how often the hair grows, what you should be doing, what the anagen phase is, what the canogen phase is, okay, you're not greasing your scalp. So, what is your diet like? That's my next question. What is your diet like? How many fresh fruits and vegetables are you eating? And then, if you have braids and that is all you're doing to your hair, let me ask you this. If you as a human, right? Because your hair is attached to your body. So you as a human, what kind of oil? What kind of oil do you use? Because when most people think all oil is good. No, no, no. What type of oil have you been using? So with your hair being braided, let's say you don't put nothing on your scalp, and I need to know exactly what oil you've been using. But let's say you don't put no oil on your scalp. If you right now, I'm sitting with my legs Indian style. If I sit like this for 2 hours and I don't move and I sit like this, when I get up, my legs are gonna feel wobbly. It's gonna feel weak. It's gonna feel weird, right? So what do you think your hair feels like being folded up most of the year? Never getting any movement, never getting around, never getting airflow, never getting oxygen flow. How do you think your hair feels being like this for months and months and months and months and months and months out of the year? Too much of anything is too much. Carol's daughter, listen. Carol's daughter ain't made by no lady named Carol. Carol's daughter, what oil is it? What is the oil blend that you're putting on your hair? Because when I say greasing your scalp, you using I shouldn't have said greasing your scalp. I should have said oiling your scalp. If you are wearing braids 24/7 and oiling your scalp, that's why your hair isn't growing. Your follicles are blocked. You have a natural oil production pocket within your scalp, and it's called a sebaceous gland. The sebaceous gland produces sebum. Sebum is a waxy substance that is meant to lubricate your hair shaft, hydrate your hair shaft down to the cortex level. So, all the way deep within the hair shaft, is supposed to act as a natural antiseptic to remove different bacterias and things of that nature. And I can guarantee you, most likely, Carol's daughter has mineral oil, and I'm pretty sure most of the oils that are within that blend are comedogenic. So that is why your hair isn't growing. Stop greasing your scalp, and your hair will start growing, because everybody's hair grows. So again, science is literally just the sentence. If you can put science into a sentence, it's just like, I don't know. Let me find out. So those are things something that you have to pinpoint. It's either your diet or the stuff that you putting on your scalp. Every time I get cornrows, I always get bad tension in my kitchen area. I never leave cornrows in longer than a week, but I'm over them because I'm not trying to lose my kitchen every time. But this is the thing. We have to pay attention to our body. No problem, babe. We have to pay attention to your body. If every time you get your hair braided, it hurts, that's your body telling you that it doesn't like braids. Braids are not for everybody. And when I was standing behind the chair, that's why a lot of people had a problem. Well, not a lot of people, but the women who couldn't book me or who I would say, I don't think I'm the stylist for you after consultation is because literally, and I'm not being rude, if you would have came in and booked a consultation with me instead and told me that whenever you get braids, it's sore in the back, I would never put a weave in your head because it's not about the money. I'm a scientist and I've always been one. So it's not about the money. It's about if whether or not your body can handle it. Everybody's body cannot handle weaves. Everybody's body cannot have a silk press like me. I'm a person whose body cannot maintain the silk press. It's just not going to happen. I sweat in my sleep. When I wake up, I am pouring wet with sweat. Not pouring, but I'm wet. My head is wet in the morning. Like so I'm not a candidate for a silk press. Everybody needs to just learn like what actually works for them and what won't work for them. And I feel like that's where things will be like a little easier for people to understand. But I would say that you want to really, really be sure that you're not getting braids like that. Braids are not for everybody. If every time you get your hair braided, it hurts when you feel pain in your scalp, that is your blood supply detaching itself from your follicle. Period. There's nothing else happening. When you feel pulling, tugging, any pain, that is your blood supply detaching itself from your hair shaft. Period. So the longer you leave braids in your head when there's tension and pulling and pain on the scalp, the higher your chances are of your hair falling out. And what people don't understand is you people will have braids. And this is why as a scientist, I would only do certain people but after consultations and they didn't understand, but I'll break one thing down. Like if I had a client who had a weave in for a very long time and I'm not the one who put it in, I would not take it down. Period. Was that because hairstylists don't want to work? No. First one is not in my job description. Secondly, I didn't put it in. I don't know how long it was in. And there is a possibility that as I am removing your hair, that pain that you felt, that you like took an Advil, because the thing is, when you go get braids and it hurts and you take an Advil, that's not stopping the pulling. It's just blocking your pain receptors so you no longer feel the pain, but it's still happening, right? So then you take the braids down. I take the braids down of a weave that you've had in your head for 4 months. And when you got to put in, it was throbbing and you took Advil and Tylenol until it stopped and cooled down. Well, guess what? Your hair shaft has already detached from the blood supply. That's that pain and that throbbing headache that you had when you had them braids in. But then you come to me 3 months later and you want me to take it down, and then I'm blamed. My shampoo, my conditioner, my blow dryer, my flat iron is now held responsible for the state of your hair and your hair follicle from the weave that you've had in for 3, 4 months. So that is why I hope it makes sense, but that is why you really, really have to pay attention to your body. If your hair hurts after a weave, take it out immediately. Period. I don't care what it is. So if they braid in your hair and it's too tight, like, hey, that's whatever you gotta do. I don't know. Calling you out with the Advil. I'm just listen. I did hair for over a decade. And listen, on top of that, every mistake that y'all have made, I've made too. I ain't mean to call you out though with your ad boo. What can you do for stress hair loss? You gotta stop stressing. Sorry. When you have hair loss for stress, what is happening is most likely you have telogen effluvium. Telogen effluvium is when your hair gets stuck in the telogen phase of the hair growth cycle. And the telogen phase of the hair growth cycle, normally at one point in time, about anywhere between 5 to 10% of everybody's hair follicles are in the telogen phase at one time. And in the telogen phase, your hair isn't detaching itself from the blood supply, like it's not falling out. It's not falling out or anything like that, but it's just resting. And so what happens is when you stress about anything that could be like childbirth, stress in life, whatever, what happens is your hair goes into the telogen phase of the hair growth cycle. So the only thing that you can do, my lover, is to stop stressing. The only thing you can do about stress hair loss is to stop stressing, and then your hair will come out of the telogen phase of the hair growth cycle, and then that'll be it. But the only way that you can cure a problem caused by stress is to cure the stress. Sorry, if that wasn't. Haven't been logged in lately. Do you still recommend OLAPLEX? I saw some of your videos on it. Listen, unless I tell you different, there will never be a day that I won't be using OLAPLEX. It will never be a day. And I'm not saying this to you. I'm just saying I'm not being disrespectful, but I speak in metaphors and examples. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Like I think most people are just used to YouTubers and how YouTubers are like product of the week. This product this week. I don't do that. I'm loyal to the soil. I stay 10 toes down. Like I'm not you won't hear me say anything different. If and then when something go, man, listen, all the places do some stuff they ain't supposed to do that I don't like it. Y'all will be the first people to find out about it directly from me. But ain't nothing changed, baby. Olaplex ain't changed that formulation since they came out. And the one time that they did, it was because it was a certain product that got outlawed in another country, and they took it out, replaced it uh, with something else, and nothing else happened. Without weave or any alternative hairstyling, how often do you shampoo your hair and why? Without weave or any alternative hairstyling, how often? I don't really understand what that part was for. But if I don't have braids in my hair, I wash my hair once a week. If I have braids in my hair like I do under here, then I wash my hair every 2 weeks. You sure are. I sure are would. Speaking of Olaplex, are there any alternative bond building hairline? I don't know. I don't know. And guess and any other bond repair is going to be just as expensive. It's a bond repair. So when you're dealing with treatments are completely different than hair products. Olaplex is not a regular hair product. It's a bond repair. So remember, most people, oh, like protein treatments, people got confused of whether or not Olaplex was a protein treatment. Well, your hair is made of protein, but bonds make protein. Olaplex is a bond builder and a bond reconstructor. So even as a professional cosmetologist using it on 10, 11 people a day, I paid full price for over a decade. So Olaplex is one of those products that, like, if you don't, if it, hey, bond builders, you won't find a better bond builder. I'm just like in my opinion, that's the only one I could recommend. And most bond builders, other bond builders, sometimes are even more expensive than Olaplex is, and they don't do what Olaplex does. So a bond builder of any sort by any brand is going to be expensive. I mean, not pricey. But I also want you to remember, like Olaplex is concentrated, so it's pricey, but no, it's not because the products that y'all buy, for example, there's certain shampoos and conditioners y'all buy, and they like, let's say like what, $5, $6 a bottle, maybe, but you're gonna go through multiple bottles in 1 month versus with Olaplex, you need like a dime size quarter size of each product. If your hair is longer, maybe a larger quarter size. I always have women in my comments like, oh, well, my hair is to my back, so I need more product. No, you don't. I did hair for over a decade. Women with that much hair and women with hair to their butt that they had to put in a ponytail when they use the bathroom. And even with women that had to put their hair in a ponytail when they use the bathroom, I never used bigger than a quarter size because it's a concentrated product. Once you take it down the hair shaft, your hair shaft and the holes, the cuticle is microscopic. It's microscopic. You don't need to see a crap load of product on your hair. So Olaplex is not pricey. It's extremely concentrated. So you can get away with buying one bottle of shampoo a month. One bottle of shampoo every couple of months. Every couple of months. And most I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but most people not even washing their hair but once every couple of months. And you gonna use a quarter size. That's crazy. Like how many times are you washing your hair in a month? It's really not expensive. We like it's really not. I'm not trying to be rude, but when you think about it, probably they don't listen to me. And I've even sent them to your videos. And they are hard headed. Listen, I love y'all, but when y'all have hard headed people, don't you be sending their irritating asses over here because all they gonna do is try to irritate me. That sin is gone. That sin is like, save the people, save America. She is gone. Do you hear me? Like, y'all gonna listen, y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do. I'm getting chapstick. Y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do, and y'all not gonna stress me out. I'm just saying. I ain't trying to be rude. I'm just saying, like we not about to do all of that. Don't I'm not trying to be rude, but I just don't want to because it'll drive you crazy. You will be crazy messing around with these people. Oh, sorry. You sure are loyal to the soil. I was just finding in real time to your kindness. Yeah, so it's not, and then this is the thing. It's not even that I'm loyal to the soil. As a professional cosmetologist and scientist, I only support and use myself because I use it myself. I use it on my daughter, my husband uses it, my son uses it, my grandlord, my mother uses it. Like so, I support products that are consistent. For example, like if I'm on hot Cheetos, I'm eating the same type of hot Cheetos. Almond milk. I don't try new almond milk every time I go to the grocery store. No, I get the same brand of almond milk every single time. Like, what are you talking about? I'm not like, oh, look at the grocery store. It's a new thing of almond milk. No, like, mm-mm. For the most part, I get the same brand, the Ziploc bags and everything. Like, I ain't switching up. And that's why most of America bald head. Because every time something new come out, everybody switching. Then they like wetting water in their hair every day like it's a damn plant. That's because, and I have a video that I put on, mm, I have a video that I put on only on, for the members. But give me a two if you know the difference between oil content and moisture content in your hair. YouTube has y'all thinking that oil content and moisture content is the same thing, and it is not. They're two completely different things, and you get neither one of them from hair products. Moisture content in your hair and your skin and your oil content are two completely different things. You do not increase the moisture in your hair by spraying your hair with a water bottle. That's the easiest way to take the moisture out of your hair because you're killing the hair follicle, causing hydro fatigue, causing the hair follicle to swell and unswell over and over and over again. Your oil content comes from the inside of your body, from the sebaceous gland. That's where your oil content is coming from. And your oil content in your body goes from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, except for the soles of your palms of your hands, your elbows, your knees, and the soles of your feet. Everywhere else, oil glands, oil glands. That's why you got to take a shower every day. Oil glands. But see, your water content is different. People spraying their hair with water. Oh, I gotta moisturize my hair. Water, the water content in your hair does not hold water. Your hair does not hold water. The water is only going to do two things to your hair. It's either going to deteriorate the hair shaft the same way water will constantly, if water was constantly on this wall, if this water wall behind me was wet all the time, the paint on it would begin to deteriorate and chip away and fall off. This wall is way more powerful and way more stronger than my hair. So your water content comes from the inside, from the amount of water that you're drinking and from the hydration that you get inside. And then as it pertains to your hair, if your hair attracts moisture, it attracts it from water and things around it. So from the atmosphere, right? That's why if you are a person who lives in a humid climate, like for example, I'm from Detroit, Michigan originally, right? So I could get my hair done in Detroit, Michigan, and on a really, really humid day, if I didn't wrap my hair up and put a hat on before I went outside, my hair, because I have high porosity hair and Michigan is nothing but humidity, your hair will poof back up. Why? Because hair gets its moisture from the atmosphere. So if you live in an atmosphere that has a lot of humidity outside, the second you go outside, your hair is going to suck up all of that moisture. And the second water touches hair, the hydrogen bond breaks and then your hair reverts back. But you spraying water on your hair does not give it moisture. Water does not live in the hair shaft. Water itself, the hair shaft itself does not have a water content. It gets water that it needs from outside sources. It takes it in, then the cuticle closes back up and it goes on about its business. That's how it goes. And then when we're talking about your moisture content comes from sebum that's coming directly out of the scalp. People like to say, oh, well, now on black hair because it's curly so it doesn't come down. Did you know that the only thing that you got to do to get the oil from your scalp down your hair shaft is to pick up a comb? Just a comb or a brush. Whether your hair is curly, whether it's straight, just a comb or a brush. That'll do it. Swear to God. Swear to God. She ain't gonna be preaching the same thing until her last breath, and they still won't listen. Well, see, that's not true. Because I'm only talking to the person who was on here that asked the question. To be honest, I really don't care. If y'all want to walk around smelling like pickle juice and rice patties, like that doesn't have anything to do with me. I'm not here for those people anymore. That's why instead of seeing me post like one video a day, you may see one a week or one every 4 days, because I'm just not about to be trying to talk people into doing stuff. Like I'm just not. Yes, that's what called so the wash and go. Use a tool and bring the oil down the hair shaft. That's it. Like it's not that complicated. It's just not that complicated. So before we go, because I don't think anybody else has questions, unless you do. If you have questions, let them rip, and we will be up in this thing. But What videos do y'all want to see? What video topics do you want to see? What herbs do you want to learn about? Like what do you want me to address? What do you want me to get into, go into depth about? Mm, you ain't lying about the humidity in Michigan. I live here. Flat iron in my hair is pointless. Yeah, I grew up in Detroit, born and raised, but now I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, and things are very different. But even though there's no humidity, you're living in the desert. So, yeah, the air may not be wet, but you will be in a couple of seconds. As soon as you go outside, it's the desert. You know how in the Western movies where it be tumbleweed, it be tumbleweed for real, like out right in front of my house. Oh, story time. Oh my God. Oh, I try to block that part of my life out. Okay. So, what type of story? Because I have so many, so I need you to help me pull one up. Lady of the night, which means one of my working ladies. Lord. A scary one, so one that was kind of like creepy. Or I got one that popped up in my head right away with that one. Some of y'all probably heard it already, but so which one? Creepy story, lady of the night, or a rude client? Rude, creepy, or lady of the night? Is it okay to occasionally use a water bottle if you are trying to achieve a sleek hairstyle? Okay, what texture is your hair? If you don't need to break the bonds in your hair to get a sleek hairstyle. That's what styling products are for. That's what putty's for. That's what wax is for. That's what molding paste is for. Like that's what that's for, not water. Water is used to cleanse. The only thing water does in your hair is break the hydrogen bond. The only thing that added water only thing that happens to your hair when you add water is you breaking your bond and making your hair weaker. That's it. That's it. No, stop adding water to your hair. If you want to smooth your hair for a sleek look, get a product that is a smoother so you don't have to break the bonds. Like, just water is not a styling product. In the comments, say it with me. Water is not a styling product. Please. I love y'all. What about locked hair for moisture? If you have locked hair, as long as you keep your scalp clean, your sebum should be floating down your hair shaft like normal. And I think you should talk to your loctician about that because locks are a lot different. Because with locks, you're holding on to all of your dead hair. So all of the sebum is just gonna flow in between the dead hair that's locked together. So yeah, you should probably talk to your loctician about that. I like to stay in my lane. Your edges been gone for years. How do you get them back? You got to figure out what took them out in the first place. Thank you. Water is not a styling product, y'all. Like y'all have to unbrainwash yourself. Most of y'all are brainwashed by YouTube. Y'all really water is not a styling product. You wash your ass with water. You drink water. You it's not a styling product to do your hair. Okay, so everybody said creepy. Okay, so some of y'all probably heard this story already. And this, okay, before I say this, she was such a nice lady. And before we get to the end of the story, so you know, yes, I did her hair multiple times after this with her crazy ass. I sure did. You want to know why? This lady was loaded, loaded. And at this time of my life, don't judge me. At this time of my life, right? Like I was Bill born. Yes, both of my kids was born. So I was about 23, 24. Had bills to pay. Okay. And this lady would tip me like $200 on top of whatever I would do. Like if I did a $45 service, she would still give me. So she would give me 245. Mm-hmm. So anywho, and by the way, there are over 40 people in here, but there are only 25 thumbs up. Can you guys please give me some freaking thumbs up? It's so rude. Like seriously. Okay, real quick, we gonna hop into this story in a minute. I asked you, you said your edges are gone and they've been gone for years, and you said they came out with weave and glue. I'm not trying to be rude, but that means that you snatched out your hair from the follicle. So you are going to have to do some deep stuff. Like you're gonna have to go change your diet around completely, because what you now have to do is trigger you're gonna have to trigger your hair follicle to begin producing new hair growth cells, because with you after you pull out so many hairs from the follicle, your follicle goes into either permanent telogen effluvium or extreme follicle death, where it almost low key like just like, you know what, she gonna keep pulling us out, so we're just not gonna grow back anymore. So you're gonna have to change your diet around, flush your body out from the inside out, and then if I was you, I would start getting on maybe like a herbal kick, where you really start intaking a whole bunch of amino acids so your body can begin producing new hair growth cells. There's no product that you're going to be able to put on your scalp or anything. If you were pulling hair out directly from the follicle, then it needs to be, the follicle needs to be triggered again, because right now your body is protecting itself against you. So that's something that you got to be careful of. Okay, creepy story. So like I said, lady was cashing a girl out. So there's one day in particular, my client Stacy, not the crazy, but Stacy, one of my favorite clients. Hey Stacy, I love you. If you see this later when you get off work, because you be getting money. So Stacy, thank God, comes in at the end of this, but she gets there, and when she gets there, she has some chicken. She always has some chicken. And like I said, she was an older black lady, and she always had on like purple mascara. Always had on like either purple or blue mascara, which was very noticeable, but whatever. And so this day in particular, she wanted a quick weave, which I thought was weird because normally she always would just get like a short pixie cut. So this day in particular, she comes in with her chicken and she talking to herself. But she will always be like talking to herself, but I never really thought anything of it, because they would be like, "Oh yeah, put my coat up, hanging my coat over here, and then I'm gonna put my purse on the wall. Oh, love hanging up my purse." And I didn't really think nothing of it, because to be honest, like it used to like make me feel away. I'm like, "Oh, she like walking herself through her day, right?" But this day was a little different. This day she came in. Imagine that these crackers are chicken. Yes, these my kids' crackers. Imagine these crackers are chicken, right? So she like, no, stop. She doesn't want chicken. She doesn't take chicken for payments. No, stop, stop it. And I was like, thinking maybe she on her phone, because she was an older lady and she used to always have the little Bluetooth on. Even when she wasn't on the phone, she had that on her ear. So I'm like, maybe, I don't know, maybe her husband want her to pay me in chicken. So she's like, she do not take payments in chicken. No. So then she went back over there to hang up her purse. But this time, instead of her being like, oh, hang up my bag, oh, it was like, I'm going to hang up my purse over here. And then she was like, no, put it on this hook. And then she was like going back and forth with herself, like arguing. No, I said no. I was like, what in the fuck is going on? So I said, Miss, oh, I almost said her name. So I was like, let's call her Miss Z. I said, Miss Z, you can sit at the bowl. And then she was like, I'll sit at the bowl when I want to. Leave me alone. And I went like this. She was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." He's like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick." So I go to the bathroom, but when I went to the bathroom, I was calling my mama because I don't argue with older women, and I don't do that, especially on the weekends. So I was like, "Mom, what you doing? You feel like coming up here real quick?" She was like, "No problem." So she came up there, but Mom wasn't here yet at this point. Anyway, so she's sitting there, and anyway, I come back in the room. She's sitting there and she eating her chicken. She's like, "Hey, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." And she's like, "We're good. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We're good." And I was like, "All right, Miss Z, put your head back." So she's laying her head back, and I was washing her hair. And as I'm like washing her hair, she was cool until I got to the conditioner part. And then she always wanted me to rinse it out cold because she was old school. She knew like you rinse the conditioner out with cold water. So this day in particular, I did what I always do. And she was like, "What the fuck? That was cold as shit." And I was like, "Miss Z," she's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Stan. I'm so sorry." So then at this point, Stacy comes walking in. So Stacy comes walking in and she like, "You good?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "You could, I'm gonna be done in a minute. You could just," she was like, "No, it's okay. I'm gonna wait in here with you." So I'm like, I put them like, "Thank you." So I go take Miss D over to I get done shampooing her hair, put the foam wrapper on, sit her under the dryer wrapper, and then me and Stacy are having a conversation, and then Miss Z just starts having a full-fledged argument with herself. Like full-fledged argument with herself. "No, I told you, you do not disrespect her." I don't remember exactly what they was she why am I saying they like it was more than one person over there. Like well, to her it was they were going back and forth, and then out of nowhere she gets up out of the chair. She's like, "I can't do this. I can't take it. He can't come here. I can't bring him here again. I shouldn't have never brought him. I'm so sorry." And she gets up, takes the dryer up off. She takes the dryer head up off of her, and then she gets out of the chair, hands me $300, apologizes to me, gives me a kiss on the cheek, and then walks out the door. She called me baby like 3 days later, saying she was sorry and she didn't mean it and she just didn't take her medication. And then she said that she had already sent me $100 and she's sorry and she really need her hair done for next week. And that was probably like year 4 or 5. Yeah, so give me a 2 if that was like a creepy enough story for you. You said, "Please tell me what a good wash day looks like." So don't get mad at me when I say this, okay? I want you to think about washing your hair the same way you think about washing your ass. And I mean that in the most beautiful way possible. All of the stress that you feel about it, what should a wash day look like, baby? All you should ever be doing. First thing first. First things first. I pop. So no. First thing you need to do before you touch water, what are you gonna do to your hair once you get done washing it? That's the first thing. So we don't be like, "All right, it's wash day. Let me wash it. Put all the products there. Then what I'm gonna do?" No, 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 no. So before you wash your hair on wash day, how am I wearing my hair? So you need to, for example, like, okay, after I wash my hair, I'm gonna give myself flat twists. I'm gonna give myself flat twists with some foam wrap, sit it under the dryer until it dry, and then undo it. I'm gonna give myself a roller set. I'm gonna whatever it is that you're gonna do. That's the very first step. How am I gonna be wearing my hair? and when is my next wash day after this day. That's what you need to figure out before you touch any water, before you touch a product. What am I doing to my hair after I get done washing it? And when is the next time I'm washing it after this? When am I taking whatever this is out? Okay. Excuse me. After you figure that out, what I need you to do, for example, if you decide, okay, I am going to do a roller set. The only thing I want you to have in front of you on the wash day is the stuff that you need to do the roller set, nothing else. Not an oil, not a nothing. So if you're doing a roller set, what you're gonna do: shampoo, conditioner, shampoo your hair, maybe like 2 times. After that, rinse it out in hot water. Then add conditioner to your hair. Shampoo is for the scalp. And then you work the shampoo down the hair shaft, rinse it out. Conditioner is for the hair shaft. Put the conditioner at least mid shaft to end, leave it on for about 5 minutes, rinse it out. After that's rinsed out with cold water, get a leave-in conditioner. I don't care how you wear your hair, braids, weed, it don't matter. You need a leave-in conditioner, period. Your leave-in conditioner is your heat protectant for the blow dryer or the hooded dryer that you're about to sit under. It is your UV protection from the sun. It is the thing that is going to protect the cuticle from environmental pollutions. And it is also going to be that thing that prevents the hair shaft from absorbing too much moisture from the atmosphere, especially if you're in a humid climate. Okay, so shampoo, conditioner. After the conditioner is out, leave in conditioner. If you are just blow drying your hair, all you need to do is blow dry your hair. Blow dry it and then style your hair in the way that you said that you were going to style it before you sat down. If it's a roller set, then after you put the leave-in conditioner in, you get a foam wrap, put those rollers in, sit under the dryer, sit under the dryer till the rollers are dry. Take the rollers out, style your hair, keep it moving into the next wash day. That's it. Wash day, it was literally always been the craziest thing to me to see people like, oh, it took me 3 hours. It took me 4 hours. Like, wash day shouldn't be taking nobody longer than an hour tops. And that's just depending on what you're doing, right? So wash day should be very simplistic. Like, you should never be doing anything for hours, for days. That is crazy. If anything that take hours and days ain't being done right. Of course, if you getting like individuals or something like that. But nothing, you washing your hair should not take longer. You washing and drying your hair should not take longer than an hour. And that's if you're using a blow dryer. The only reason it should take longer than an hour is if you sitting under a dryer. If you sitting under a dryer, then that's gonna be however long it takes for your hair to dry under the dryer. But if you not sitting up under a dryer and you in your head any longer than an hour, any longer than like an hour and a half, let's say if you just now getting started, maybe you a little slower, but if you've been doing your own hair for about a month or yeah, a month or two consistently, you should not be in your hair no longer than an hour. Anything longer than that, you're doing something wrong. I'm sorry. Question for you. Do you have an idea as to why my hair is wide at the blade and then tapers on the ends? If it, how do you wear your hair on a regular basis? Because no, I don't know, love. I'm not being rude, but I don't know you. I have to know way more about you to be able to answer that. I have no idea. But it's two things. It's either the way that you're wearing your hair on a regular basis or your diet isn't allowing your because the biotin that produces your hair, skin, and nails is produced in your gut. So if your hair shaft looks incomplete, it's because you have incomplete levels of protein and incomplete nutrient bases within the gut. So you need to change your diet around. This is my first time chatting. I have a question. What is the safest chemical free relaxer? There is no such thing as a chemical free relaxer. I've never. What is the safest chemical free hair relaxer? I don't know. I've never heard of one. And if you figure it out, you tell me when you come back and let me know when you find out because I ain't never heard of one. That's that's kind of that's some next level stuff that I ain't never heard of before, you know. So I'm gonna give y'all a couple seconds to ask a couple more questions. If y'all have no more questions, listen, your girl about to go because I need to wet this wig to finish the video to show like how we go from like straight hair to curly hair again. But I think I did pretty good on this wig because it ain't looking wiggy at all to me, you know? What you thinking? Michael Jackson, you better go ask your mama. I don't know. Go ask your mama. You about to get blocked. Moderators, go ask your mama. Okay, I have another question. I'm changing my wash day routine, but I wanted to know if I put my hair in a braid with no fake hair after wash day and just leave it in a braid, would that be good? I mean, I'm gonna give you two answers. I'm gonna give you my professional. Wait, you asked another question. I'm gonna give you two answers. I'm gonna give you professional, a professional answer, and then I'm gonna give you my answer if I was your friend or like your sister or something. Okay, so I'm gonna do the professional one first. Um, well, it won't be necessarily damaging to your hair, right? But it also won't encourage hair growth either. Because I want you to think about everything like the palm, the soles of your feet. For the most part, they can't just be left there, right? Like you need to do stuff to them. They need to be exercised. Your arms, your muscles, everything on your body needs to be exercised. Your hair shaft is still attached to your blood supply. It still has oxygen flow. Your hair shaft still breathes. Like you have a cuticle that opens and releases and absorbs moisture and oxygen and all of this different stuff. So your hair shaft is alive. It won't damage your hair shaft, but it also won't encourage hair growth either because your hair is just literally sitting on top of your head, no memory, no nothing. That's like on social media where they were like having people, they're like, oh, hold your head over the bed, or people are putting clothes and all of this different stuff in their hair. And at the end of the day, the only thing that clothes and all of these different things are doing when you put them in the scalp is triggering the follicle, is triggering blood flow, is triggering oxygen flow, is killing bacteria, is cleansing blockages because people, we are so used to greasing our scalps or putting oil and stuff in our scalps, and or not washing our hair or not properly removing stuff. So what happens is the follicle gets blocked. So you really have to go like to the beginning and really start from scratch and build a whole new plan. All right. Hold on, I'm sorry. Because at the end of the day, like you just having braids just sitting in your hair isn't helping. Like your hair is just sitting there the same way that you're just sitting in a bed. Like if you just sitting in the bed all day, just sitting there, no activity, no movement, no ability to have movement. You just sitting like this all day, every day, all day. If your arms like this all day, every day, like, are you going to be getting proper blood flow? Are you going to be getting proper circulation? No, this is not this is not healthy. So why do we think that our hair is anything different? So if this isn't comfortable for you as a human being, if this is not comfortable for you, this is your arm. These are your arms that are uncomfortable and restricted like this all the time. So how do you think your hair feels? That's why I leave my hair braided for 2 weeks tops. I never make it a full 2 weeks. This probably won't make it a full week. And if I do have my hair braided for longer periods of time, I make sure that my hair is properly prepared so it can maintain itself while the braids are in. So that's my professional answer. My answer as your friend is like, girl, no, that's not okay. Like, no, you have to do your hair. You have to. You have to do your hair. You have to. You do. And see, black women, we get away with it because our hair, we can go longer without washing our hair. So it doesn't seem like it's a big deal if we do. And then other women, they can't go as long without washing their hair or it's going to smell. So they can't get away with it. Just because yours isn't laying off of a odor doesn't mean that it's not something wrong with it. You want to always keep the body moving from top to bottom, always. If you are on here and you're placing orders, oh my God, freaking thank you. Like, I keep getting distracted because y'all, like, I just love y'all so much. Did you try the white tea yet? Yes, I always try white tea. I have it. I don't have it available in the apothecary yet, but we do have 3 new blends coming tomorrow. They were supposed to be coming today, but that's a whole nother story. Yeah, hopefully it'll be ready tomorrow. Any recommendations to thicken hair? Well, first, I would have to know why it's thinning out to begin with, but most likely, especially if you're over 30, it could be possibly because of your body just not producing certain amino acids, or it could be your body turning testosterone into DHT, and DHT attacks the hair follicle and makes you go bald. It makes your hair thin out in men and women. And women is mainly like throughout the middle and like around here. And then for men, it's like normally like in this area right here. So the new blend that I have coming tomorrow is amazing for that. Amazing, as well as black tea. Black tea and the blend that's coming tomorrow, the berry booster, are great for blocking DHT in the body. Sam, my question is too long and you what I do? Thank you so much. I wash my hair once a week because I go to the gym. This advice is very helpful. Thank you. No, no problem. Thank you. I can't wait to get my new blend. Oh, girl, it's on the way. Listen, hold on. I just got to make sure you can't see no address. This is the box that's going out today. It's on the way, baby. Yes, it is. Listen, one box of those a day. It's on the way. I love y'all. And everybody who posting videos, I'm posting videos for it. Well, not everybody. It just depends on what you're doing. But so listen, I may just print a couple labels while I'm on here. Why you It depends on how many is on here. Actually, I think I am, just because, not even to show y'all, but because, yeah, it's only two. Yeah, listen, if y'all go over there and place some orders real quick right now, I'm gonna print them. I will print these labels. Can you hear me? Give me a two if you can still hear me. You're just joining in. Hey, welcome to the party. So yeah, by the way, we are fully stocked in blue tea. And let me tell you something. If there is one product, okay. If there is one product that you don't never, ever, 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 ever have to worry about going out of stock again, it is blue tea. Because when I tell you your girl is stocked up, that is what I mean. If it's psoriasis or what, I was big on greasing oil and moisturizing my scalp until you said not to use it. I've had clients. Okay. Okay. How long has it been since you haven't been using how long has it been since you haven't been using greasing your scalp and stuff? How long did you do it? And how long has it been since you stopped? Please be honest. I can't help if you're not honest. How long were you greasing the scalp? Like how many years? And then how long has it been since you stopped? And what grease have you been using? Give me as much detail as you can. You low key having a free consultation right now, and I charge $120 an hour for them. So, yep, I'm about to print these two labels right now. Y'all stuff going out today. What is your personal favorite herbal blend that you sell? Oh, girl, that's like telling me. That's like me telling you my favorite child. They all do different things. I drink all of them all the time. So I don't have a favorite. So the better, can you ask me a question in another way? Like, can you ask me what's my favorite herb for a certain thing? You know what I mean? Like, because I don't have a favorite herb. Because they're all dope. They all do different things. Yeah, like I said, place orders right now, and you, girl, listen, I will print these bad boys out on here on the day. Okay, that's one. Brenda, I got you. And Glenda, I got you. Glenda and Brenda, can't make it up. Would oil produce on their scalp, just not mine. All of my life, I've been greasing my scalp. So your follicles are blocked. If you've been and I'm not being disrespectful, I just really want you to think about this. If you've been greasing your scalp all the time, I always use this example for my clients. If you have a styrofoam board, right, and you take a pencil and you just start punching holes, a bunch of holes in the styrofoam board, right? Got a bunch of holes in the styrofoam board, and then every day you go and you pack oil on the styrofoam board and pack oil in those holes. You can wash that board on the surface. You can scrub the surface of that board like this until you blue in the face. It will never do anything about the petroleum that is in those holes. It will never do anything about it. So the reason that I'm saying that is because if you have been greasing your scalp all your life, my love, your follicles are so blocked that it don't make no sense. And you stopping doing something that you've been doing your whole life for a couple of months or even for a year is literally no time to undo the damage. Like you can't undo a lifetime of damage from stopping one thing. Like, oh, I'm not going to use it no more. That doesn't undo years and years of you doing it. Like, you have to detox your scalp multiple times. You've been piling it and packing it for stuff for years, especially if you've been doing it for over 30 years, love, you need to detox from the inside out. There's no one product that's going to help you do that. And that's why I so strongly say don't do that, because when you grease your scalp, most people grease their scalp with petroleum based products. And we use petroleum to block the hair follicle, right? We use petroleum to block the hair follicle whenever you get any type of chemical service or anything. So if you've been greasing your scalp with petroleum based products or with products that are highly comedogenic and block the follicle, you need to unclog the follicle. Your hair will not grow. How can it come out? How can it come out of the hair follicle? How? It's been blocked for years. It's been blocked for over 20 years. So that's something that you have to think about, and that's for everybody. Even the person that was in here earlier that was like, hey, how do I get my edges to grow back? I was doing glue and pulling, and it's like the reason that hairstylists are like, oh, you got to get a trim every 3 weeks. I mean, every 8 weeks, every 10 weeks. Oh, don't do this, don't do that. Is because hair is not like your skin. You like this. I burn myself on the oven, right? And in this spot, yeah, the skin fell off, but it's gonna my skin is regenerating itself. Where it was a scar, it's little brown spots popping back up because my skin is regenerating itself. The hair shaft does not work like that. Your hair shaft moves exactly like your skin does. I mean, exactly like your nails do. If you break one of your nails, you can glue it on for a minute, but they will never grow and fuse back together the way that your skin does. So if you are somebody who is constantly, if you've been greasing your scalp your whole life, it's not like, oh, it won't be fixed. It's just you have to change everything about yourself. You have to change your diet. You have to detox your body multiple times. You have to detox the scalp multiple times. You have to change the way that you wear your hair. If you've been greasing your scalp your whole life to wear certain hairstyles, you can't just stop greasing your scalp but then wear your hair in the same styles. A lot of black women are not gonna like this, but most of us should not be sleeping in scarves. Most black women sleep in scarves because of tension, right? I've been a cosmetologist for over a decade. You sleep in a scarf because it keeps the tension down. It helps us keep stuff smooth so we don't have to worry about our hair curling back up. But that tension, that pulling, puts stress on the cuticle. It puts stress on the follicle. And that's what I was teaching you guys at the beginning, where I said science is okay. I don't understand. Let me figure out how. Okay, this is like this. Let me discover how. Let me find the why. Hold on, I gotta go back in. Okay, for the earth, which one heals your gut the best? Blue tea is my favorite for gut health. And if you really, really, really want to take advantage of blue tea's properties for gut health, you can actually eat the flowers. Oh my god! Because when the flowers ferment in your stomach, ooh, listen. Either and that and black tea. Black tea is also amazing for that. This TMI, but if you like constipated or stuff not really moving properly, or if you just on the toilet for way too long, adding black tea as a coffee replacement every morning is good. And coffee already do that, but black tea is gonna do it in a smoother way. Like, you won't feel like, after you drink coffee, you gotta go to the bathroom right away. With black tea, it's not like that.
Like it just makes you regular. So if you eating something and drink a black tea, whenever you eat, it's gonna be in a minute. It's like, okay, let me go to the bathroom real quick, and it's just gonna keep you regular. It's been a good few months since not greasing my scalp, but I don't shampoo weekly either. It would be the event of shampooing when I grease it. Yeah. Like if you've been greasing your scalp all your life and you only haven't been doing it for a month, that's not enough time. You need to detox your scalp multiple times. You need to change around your diet. And the reason that you need to change around your diet is because if you've been greasing your scalp, then a couple of your follicles are probably intelligent effluvium, and that's why your hair growth cycle is slowed down and it's not growing as much. So by you changing around your diet, you'll trigger your body to start producing new cells that'll make your follicles like, oh, she talking about something now. Let's do a little something. So that's what you got to pay attention to. Honestly, I would get all of her teas little by little and drink some. Yes, I love you. I've used something with Indian hemp. Stop greasing your scalp. You don't need to grease. Do y'all realize black women are the only species of human on the planet that grease their scalp? And y'all the ones with the shortest hair. That's why. Oh my God. I love y'all. I'm not being disrespectful. And it seems like I'm getting irritated because I am. I want us to move past this. Like I want us to move past this. We are so much more, we are so intelligent. We are so smart. We need to get past this. Like, y'all, come on. I'm trying to order right now. Which one? I'm trying to order right now. Which one for 47 to get thicker hair? I don't understand your question. I hear you. I'm conscious of ingredients. But like you don't, I need you to look, go, everybody. When we get off of here, I want everybody to go on Google and search for a picture of the human scalp. And then after you search that, get that picture. And then the next thing I want you to do is search for sebaceous gland. Search, Google the word sebaceous gland, and search for a picture of it. So you can see what your body actually looks like. And when you see what your body actually looks like, when you see the sebaceous gland, when you see the sebum in there, it will, like, you'll feel dumb when you pick up grease to grease your scalp. It makes no sense. It's like pouring water over yourself. And I don't get it. It's like somebody's trying to wash you up, spraying you with something while you're in the shower. It's like, my nigga, I'm in the shower. Like, it's just, come on. Okay. It's an awesome product for your forehead. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. That's the only time I use it. That literally is something that, like, when we would run out of petroleum, or like if we went to Sally's and they didn't have no petroleum, I would get Softy to block my client's follicles before I put a relaxer on. And then the relaxer, like, right when you, people be like, oh, they're rubbing relaxer into the scalp. Like, right before you rinse the relaxer off, we like not rub it into the scalp, but smooth it over the scalp so it can begin breaking the petroleum down, and then immediately you go to the bowl, because by the time the relaxer is done breaking the petroleum down, which takes a couple of seconds, no, maybe like a minute, then I'm rinsing it out. Like, I love y'all, but Do you think 12? I don't even know what that is. If they knew, I don't know nothing about them. I do not be trying new products. Okay. CC, I drink the ginger kombucha. Ooh, I have to mix it with CNC, but everyone. Okay, Sam showing off her arm muscles. Girl, this is not a muscle, girl. This is a jelly roll. Girl, this is a jelly roll. Girl, I ain't got, I got some muscle, but it ain't ripped. It ain't, girl, it ain't no muscles. These Twinkies, girl. These is Twinkies. Yes, chicory root is amazing. Chicory, now, okay. Now, if you are a person who, for example, um, the woman that's on here that's saying like, you grease your scalp and you repairing, so when you detox from the outside, you will be using something on your scalp like OLAPLEX 4C, right? Like, or any type of clarifying shampoo or detoxifying shampoo. My favorite one is OLAPLEX 4C. Or well, yeah, and then not or and from the inside, because you got to do outside inside. So inside, one of our best sellers is the chicory root and dandelion root blend, which I love. It's in there. The chicory root and the dandelion root is freaking amazing because it acts as a natural detoxifier for the body on all levels. And not only does it detoxify the body, it pushes out whatever the certain herbal complexes, whatever it brings out. It also pushes out, and then it replenishes what the body is now missing in that spot where that thing that it no longer needed was pushed out. So when we're talking about detoxing the body to reset the hair growth cycle, the chicory root and dandelion root blend on my website, everything. That's like number one for detox. If you're detoxing and you're starting your whole hair growth regimen, your whole hair, everything over, and not even just hair, like even gut health, like your body, everything, and you really want to boo boo and get it out. And I mean, it ain't gonna be like Duke shoot, like you just, but I just mean like, and when I say detox, remember detox doesn't always mean you gonna have diarrhea. Okay, it can come out through you sweating, like so many different ways. It's really just killing the bacteria within the body, and then it gets released through your urine, through your poop, through your sweat, certain different things, right? So I'll leave links to all of those videos in the description box because I made a video on chicory root too. Let's watch the look on Sid's face. Hey, boo. That's why you told everybody to watch the look on my face, because you knew that it was going to take a minute for it to register. So let me find out that Lady Dark Sky out here showing her thighs on the internet now. You done went from 225 to 175. You feeling live. You better not be being fast, Lady Dark Sky. You better stay a little fast in the house and put your legs up, because I know you got your thighs out. It's the summertime. Don't you be out here sundressing it up. Ooh, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. I'm a satin cap girl. Good. So detox it is. Yes, so detox. Look, and don't feel bad. Let me tell you something. Listen, look at me in the face. It's just me and you in here right now, Neek. Just me and you, boo. Because we go together. You a moderator. You got control. You can kick people out. Listen. There was a time, like when I was doing hair, when I was like going hard doing hair, listen. When I got off work, I wasn't cooking nothing. In the car, we asking my husband, what we eating? What we getting? Get some Chipotle. Want some Chipotle? Let some Chipotle. Want to get some Cane's, girl. Listen, and with HS, I got one band-aid here right now, which means I've been eating a little recklessly, but it's okay. But I used to be pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. That's the pop, 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 pop. That's all the bumps from HS. Pop, pop, pop. be eating so much crazy stuff. And for me, anytime I eat bad, I get outbreaks with HS like in my hair. So I didn't know what I know now. Like they don't teach the stuff that I know in cosmetology school. I had to keep going to school and spend money on my education to learn more, right? So I also am like, okay, I'm eating double cheeseburgers all the time, but what yes, this is it. And then it made it worse. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? I can't be no bald head, skittle diddle hairstylist. And this is when I was like 24. So it wasn't until I started learning more and I went to school, I'm like, oh my God, and understanding the makeup and the complex of the chemical complex of certain products, like, oh shit, that's why I'm going bald. That's why it gets worse. Oh my God, that's why it's spreading. Because I'm blocking the follicle. And the more I was able to apply. And after I applied it, I would be like, oh my God. And then I would go to work and I would use it, I would apply it to my clients. And that's what made me say, okay, I'm about to step from behind the chair because only a certain amount of women would actually be able to receive it. Oh, we got another order. Your label about to get printed right now. So please keep the live up. I will, I promise. I'll share it, babe. I mean, not share it. You'll share it. I'll keep it up. CC Love. If her friends watching this, CC Love sent you this video so you can watch it. That means she probably tired of you being bald head and doing stupid stuff. She probably tired of you putting rice nipple juice in your hair. And she probably tired of you greasing your scalp with bacon grease. She wants you to do better for yourself, sis, and so do I. But I do have a question for everybody really quick. What is your favorite tea blend? Because I already know there is one blend that we're adding for sure. One that somebody has already mentioned multiple times, white tea. I know it is coming just for you. But what is your favorite tea? Or what tea blends do you want to try? What tea blends do you want to see in the apothecary? Do I have videos on how to use the glycerite style offer? So, on my website is actually something that will be live tomorrow. There will be videos showing you how to make your own glycerite and uh, talking a little bit more about them in a blog post. But really quick, you can Google anywhere how to use a glycerite. A glycerite you can use it. You could take, excuse me, I can't talk. You could take orally, right? So you would use a couple of drops under the tongue a day, and it's the equivalent to like a supplement. Or if you make your own products, right? Let's say you make your own products. You know how if you look at something and it's like, oh, with coconut oil. So then everybody went home and started getting coconut oil and putting it in a bottle. That's not what it meant. That it wasn't just with the coconut oil that you see in the house. What they do, they make a glyceride out of it, or they make a tincture out of it. You either use glycerin for a glyceride or alcohol for a tincture. And those are, you know how it says with avocado extract, they make an extract out of the avocado. They don't take the actual avocado. So if you're a person who makes your own hair products, then you know how to use the glycerite. You wouldn't learn how to use the glycerite for me because you already know how to make hair products. So glycerite is like, you could, like I said, you could take it orally, like a couple of drops under the tongue, or you could add a couple of drops to it, to a oil, to a butter, if you make your own hair products. But if you're a person who makes your own hair products, then you're pretty familiar with how to use a glycerine. So that is one thing I do want to say. I'm glad you asked that question. And the disclaimer is already on the website. It'll be on the website before those go up. A glycerite is not a hair product. So if you are a person who is like looking for hair products to try, I am not. That's not what this is. Glycerites are not hair products. They're not. You don't just take that and like take a drop and put it on your scalp. You'll be bald, because that is the purest version of whatever plant it is. It is the purest, most potent version of that plant. Okay. Well, the purest, most potent version would be the tincture that's made with glycerin and not alcohol. So the tincture will be the purest version of it. So if you're buying a glycerite from me, you do not take a glycerite, boop, and put it on your hair. Now, the herbal glaze, that's different. That is a product that I made that can be added to the hair, but there are directions that you have to follow, and there was a glycerite that was made first and then added to a oil and mixed in. So if you get a glycerite from me, you would literally, like, let's say for example you want to use the glycerite to make an oil. Let's say you get my black seed glycerite, right? Black seed, moringa, and clove, and avocado husk. The seed, not avocado, the meat. That didn't sound right. Not the avocado meat, not the green stuff, the actual seed, the husk. Not the seed itself, but the husk of the seed. So that's all in there. You would take some, like, let's say if you had a cup of almond oil, right? Got a cup of almond oil. All you're going to use is like 3 drops of this in a cup of almond oil and mix it around. And it will be the most potent oil you ever had. That's why this bottle, some of the bottles are $40. Why? This will last you the full 3 years. For sure, because you're only, oh, this is the hibiscus one. You're only taking a couple of drops of it. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Just a couple of drops. Like, you don't, and when I say a drop, I don't mean the whole entire tube full up. I mean a couple of drops. So, glycerites are not hair products. You can make hair products with glycerites, but they're not hair products. So, yeah. I'm raining. Okay, there's 2 more people this place ordered since we've been here, and I don't want to put all of these on live. I think we're about to get off. My new regimen has been shampoo, conditioning, hair serum, followed by hair moisturizer, blow dryer. You are putting too many products in your hair. I'm not being disrespectful, but if you've ever been to a hair salon, have you ever seen a hairstylist do that? Have you ever seen a hairstylist wash your hair? Hold on, let me move these. Hold on. Have you ever seen a hairstylist wash your hair, rinse the conditioner out, and then take a bunch of cream, put a whole bunch of cream, a bunch of serum, put it on your hair, a bunch of oil, put it on your hair, and then blow dry it? You've never seen that. Never in your life. The only thing that you see is a hairstylist spray leave-in conditioner and then blow dry your hair. Stop adding all those products to your hair. These product lines are not playing, y'all. I'm not you, babe. Y'all playing yourselves. You do not need that many hair products in your hair. Stop using all of those hair products. That's what's wrong with your hair. That is why your hair not growing. It don't want to. It don't want, no new hair wants to come out. Your hair is like, why would I come out there to be with her? Why would I do that? All she gonna do is wash us just to add 75 more products, and then we walk around talking about wash day over, my hair clean. We dirtier than we was when we started. You add, I'm not being rude, you shampoo, conditioner, you add a serum followed by a moisturizer. No, spray a leave-in conditioner in your head, blow dry it. After your hair is blow dried, take a little bit of serum, emulsify it in your hands, put it on your hair, and walk away. Walk away. That is it. There's no reason for you to use a serum and a leave-in conditioner and a cream. There's no reason. There's never been a time that I've ever done that to my hair, to a client's hair. Never. On everybody's hair, every texture, every race. Leave shampoo, conditioner, rinse the conditioner out with cold water, leave in conditioner. That's it. The only difference, swear to God, the only difference between black hair and Caucasian hair when I'm doing hair is if whether or not I add a serum at the end. I don't add a serum at the end to Caucasian hair because her hair is going to be oily by the end of the day. So I don't add a serum to her hair. But black women, I would add a serum right before I silk wrap and set them under the dryer. The only difference. I wash, I shampoo, condition, and blow dry a black woman's hair the same way that I blow dry an Asian woman's hair, a Caucasian woman's hair, a Mexican girl's hair, a Samoan woman's hair. It is all the same. I did hair for over a decade. You do not need that many products in your hair. Stop using all of those products. They were marketed to you and it was taught to you that way to get your money. All you need is a shampoo, a conditioner, and a leave-in conditioner. That is it. And then once you decide before you wash your hair how you're going to style your hair, the styling product depends on what style you're doing. That's it. That's all. You do not need 37 products. No. Do you have a video on? Oh, I already answered that question. Oh, seeing you. I'm blowing out blue tea right now. Did I print your chocolate already? Yeah, I did it already. Girl, if you order it right now, I print this bad boy right now. Even though I probably already did. I think I just printed your label already while I'm talking about. True, true, true. Parents did it, so we naturally followed, not knowing. But it's like our parents did a whole bunch of stuff that we don't do no more. A whole bunch of stuff. Don't none of y'all go outside and get switches no more. Like, I just don't understand. Anyway, we don't got to talk about it no more. How do you book a virtual consultation? So when you go to my website, which I will leave in the description box of this video, because I don't know how to type it in. It's www.sinsmith.guru, so .guru. But again, I'll leave it in the description box below. And then you just click on the, it's going to be right at the top. It says book sin. And then you just go pick your date and, excuse me, you go and pay the deposit. Not pay the deposit. Oh my God, I can't talk. You go and pay the fee. And then the appointment is booked, and I'll see you there. I only do consultations 2 days a week, and tomorrow is that day. So if you want one ASAP, you can go on there and book for tomorrow. I already have 2 for the morning, but tomorrow, but I have 1 more left for tomorrow. How often? Well, I detox once a month, but it just depends on how long it's been since the last time you detox. I need to know a lot more about you to be able to answer that question. I'm getting ready to see a cosmetologist for a hair consultation. I'm excited, Sam. I haven't forgotten about booking with you. Listen, no pressure. Oh, we got another order. Listen, no pressure. Because after you book, listen, I don't, if you already have a hairstylist that you trust, I don't want you to book with me. I don't want her mad at me. Like, how you listening to her, but you ain't listening to me? Like, if she giving you everything you need, you good. You should be good over there. So you may not have to book one. I don't ever want y'all to feel pressure. But I'm here if you need me. You know what I mean? See, oh, Tiffany girl. Yours being printed right now. Honestly, my scalp felt so tight after a shampoo and conditioner. So an oil scalp moisturizer felt good. But see, you That's your perception that your scalp felt tight. If you've been greasing your scalp, if your mama always greased your scalp, and then once you got older, you start greasing your scalp, you're telling yourself that, oh, this is my scalp tight. No, that's how your scalp is supposed to feel. But you've never felt the way that your scalp really feels. So anytime you feel anything, you're like, oh, this is wrong because it's different. No, that's what the scalp is supposed to feel like. That doesn't make sense. Your scalp felt tight, so it felt less tight when you filled it up with petroleum? That makes no sense. No, your scalp was loose and free and reaching for oxygen, reaching for air that is never gotten because your mama been greasing your scalp your whole life. So now your hair is reaching when you finally detox and there's nothing on the scalp is like and it feels different to you because your scalp is literally gasping for air like, oh my god, I've been waiting for this all my life. And then you go and be like, oh, this feels different, better, blockage, no oxygen flow. That's what happens. If it's a person who has had air constriction, right, within their lungs, the first time that blockage is clear, it's gonna feel it's gonna be shocking. It's gonna whoa, the body's gonna be having feelings that it's never had before. Why? Because it's never had this feeling before. Your follicles are used to being blocked. It's literally just as simple as that. It's literally just as simple as that. All right. So I hope that makes sense. Whoever just put that order in, it say your address ain't right. So Tiffany, I'm not gonna be able to print your label because it say your address not right. So if you on here and your name Tiffany Ramsey, can you please email me because nope, it's not letting me print the label because it's telling me. Oh, Sierra Mitchell. Yeah, so Tiffany Ramsey, I can't print your order right now because it's saying yo Sierra Mitchell. Oh, I think I know. Oh, CC Love from the live stream. Hey, boo. Okay, so I'm about to print yours right now. But yeah, the last one that I said, please email me, boo, because I will print yours right now too. But I don't. Oh, I didn't read it yet because I was about to say y'all didn't even tell me what teas y'all want me to add. Oh, girl, Tiffany Ramsey, girl, you just gave me a hot flash, girl. Girl, that's a lot of money. You just gave me some hot. I'm for real. My forehead sweat. Okay. Girl, my forehead hot. Girl, my forehead sweating, girl. Girl, hold on, girl. We need some music. Hey, Mr. DJ, put a record on. I wanna dance with my lady. Okay, Sierra Mitchell, boo, this you, boo. Then I'm about to check my email for a minute for this last one. Honestly, my scalp feels all over today. Normally I do 1 tablespoon. I'll do like one. Normally I'll do like 1 tablespoon inside of my tea sifters. I'm gonna get a tea sift. I'm going to add tea sifters eventually to the website, just so you guys will get to just so you guys will be able to get a good view of like exactly what's supposed to happen. Oh, Tiffany Ramsey, bet. So you just see you listen. Tiffany Ramsey and me, we go together now. But I'm about to email you, boo, so you can just verify your address with me. Sorry, y'all. And also, you guys make sure that if you place an order with me, you gotta tell a friend, right? Tell a friend about me, and then whenever you place your order, make sure you do what our boo just did and let me know. Tell your friend to tell me that you sent her. So, like, be like, oh yeah, go buy some and tell Sin I sent you. Hold on, y'all, I gotta wait. All right, give me y'all last set of questions before we go, cause I'm working on the thing with y'all. So by the way, don't be sending me no little brutal funky messages because I'm the one who be answering the stuff. It be me, Shalissa. Okay, I do have an assistant and a manager that helps, but it be me, Shalissa. So don't you be on here with no bull. Okay, don't you do it. Okay. We'll get to y'all questions and then we're going to get out of here. Thank you. My hair is past my shoulders. Ooh! Is it? I cannot wait to see. What's so crazy, like, I was dragging my feet on this. Sorry, Brand is watching this. It'll be to you tomorrow. But I was dragging my feet on it because I couldn't decide whether or not I wanted to color my hair and do a lymph check this time or if I want to do it next time. But I decided to just wait. But I'm going to give y'all a little sneak peek because, ooh, inches out here. Inches. But I'm so happy for you, Lady Dark Sky. You done lost all of that weight and you got inches. I just can't. That's why I know you out here with your legs out. I know you out here being fast. For your teas, all that stuff. Cane's bread is fucking delicious. You must have heard something I said earlier. Yes, it is. Look, when we go, my husband, we always get it. We both get caniac combos. My husband always get it caniac, no coleslaw, extra toast. Holla at your boy. Please help. Hair was shedding so bad. Just had his total hysterectomy. So you're gonna have to just wait, and I can't really give you that type of consult here. If you book a one-on-one, we could talk about it, but I can't really. Ginger, lemon, blue tea, blue tea. Well, see, we are so okay. I asked that question wrong. So, what is your favorite herb that's not on the website? Your favorite herb that's not on there? Because I already got Blue tea already got hibiscus. So what's your favorite one that's not on there? And I know fibromyalgia, like you want me to get that white tea, and I'm gonna get it just for you. Oh, elderberry, good one. I almost spilled some beans that ain't supposed to be spilled. And see, like for example, Lady Dark Sky. You know how somebody asked earlier, like, "Oh, how do you use how do I use glycerites?" Well, how Lady Dark Sky just said, you can make body butters, shower gel, stuff like that. That's what you use the glycerite for. So, and yes, this wig is coming off as soon as we get off of here. So mind your business. Um, but the glycerite is literally made for you to like drop in. If you're making a body butter, you can drop a couple of the drops. So, for example, if you wanted to make, what's this one? A hibiscus and mugwort body butter, a couple of drops of this in your base, boom, there you go. That's how we go. And then the amount of the extract is going to be dependent on like the amount of butters you're using. And that's where you would have to know how to make a body butter. Just because you know how to make glycerites or just because you make glycerites don't mean you know exactly how to tell somebody to make a body butter, which I do know how to tell you, but that's not what we're doing right now. By the end of this week, there will be a certain section of my website where you will be able to go and purchase certain tutorials. Some of the tutorials will be like $2. Some videos will be $3. Some will be 10. Some will be 30. Some will be 40. Some will be 100. It's all depending on how long they are and how much information they provide. But that's what I'm saying. Tell me what y'all need here in the comments. That's what we on here for. And if those videos are not already produced, I will produce them for you and put them up. Oh, I just got off work. Am I late? A little bit, boo, because we about to get on up off of here. Oh, that's what I said. Putting grease on your scalp is like, yes, yes. Oh my God. She said greasing your scalp is like putting foundation on your face every day and never washing it off. It's literally the same thing, but we don't see it that way for whatever reason because people have made you believe that your scalp doesn't produce oil. And even if your scalp didn't produce oil, that doesn't mean that putting a foreign object on the scalp daily is going to be better. Anyway. Got you, hon. Thanks again. I should report back. Please do, baby. It's so weird. Do you be hitting yourself like, oh, that's not a bug. That's not a bug. That's my hair. Those are all of these inches. Is that what you be doing? I got the blue butterfly tea and chicory root. I had to support my new healthy lifestyle change. Yes. You are going to love the chicory root. I make a tea and use it to make my coffee. Listen, when I'm in the morning, just so I don't get bored, it's either chicory root and dandelion root. I get high off my own supply. Yes, I do. So it's either chicory root and dandelion root or black tea in the morning. Point blank period. Like that's just how it's going. That's just how it's going. Sorry, I was trying to wait for Tiffany to write me back. Oh, here we go. Can you combine the blue tea and the hibiscus? Yeah, you can. I use Shea Moisture Miracle Solid Leave-In to blow dry my hair. Zero name. as long as it ain't hurting your hair, I can't see why. I've been able to maintain my lymph too. I'm in the same for my clients down their back. I'm just fighting the scalp and mine. So I'll be reporting back. Love you too, boo. And don't say that no more. You not fighting nothing. You ain't fighting nothing. Now all you doing, you just gonna detox your scalp, and now you gotta tell your body, hey, I'm done with the bullshit. I'm sorry I was on the bullshit. I ain't on that bullshit no more. So now we eating good and everything about to be straight. So just relax and start growing again. Get out of hiding. Telogen effluvium is over. It's time for everybody to get in the anagen phase. The anagen phase is the phase of the hair growth cycle where the hair growth cells are developed. So you need to go look in the mirror and tell yourself, listen, I know I've been on that bullshit. This you looking in the mirror. I know I've been on that bullshit, but now I'm done. So all of y'all better get back in the energy phase and start growing, because I'm tired of being bald headed, and I'm sure y'all tired of sitting up in there too. And you tell your hair, when you out, I'm gonna treat you right. I ain't gonna be just blocking your follicles. That's why black women hair ain't growing this fast. And nobody got time for that. I do all of this work growing. I go from a little itty bitty cell. Now I'm a whole hair follicle. I come out and all you want to do is cover me with shit. I'm not coming out there. I am not coming out there to be with you. That's what y'all hear be telling y'all. So y'all gotta treat it right. The glaze is sold out and it's probably never coming back. I want to be the herb girl. I do not want to sell hair products. So unless something happens, and the only way that I sell hair products again, the Lord is gonna have to come out of the sky like, "Hi, my fair childeth, it's timeth noweth to selleth hair product this," and then it'll probably happen. But other than that, like, no, I just can't see it happening. I just can't see it happening. I just can't see it. I'm just being honest. How can I learn about artists? Ain't nobody worth being fast for. How do I thicken hair? You gotta figure out why it's thinning out, and then it'll get thicker. Tea in the morning over coffee. Absolutely. I use my chicory root and dandelion root blend, or that instead of coffee. So yes, I use the black tea or chicory root in replacement of coffee. I don't drink that and coffee. Coffee, I can't get no work done because I be in the bathroom every 5 minutes. That was TMI, but it's the truth. And I don't got time for that. No, it don't really matter what leave-in conditioner you use. That's why I'm so adamant about forget hair products. Stop that, because it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Like, it's not that deep. I promise you, it's not that serious. Why is it saying that then? Yeah, so I love y'all. I want us all to be great, all right? I don't want us out here looking crazy out here in America. And I want us to stop looking special to other people in America. And we be sounding and looking special. That's what it is. And I need y'all to stop being special. Because it's not cute. but it's not cute. That's what my mama would say when I used to get in trouble about stuff. Like, no, don't do that. Do not act like that. That is not cute. So that's what I'm gonna tell y'all. That's not cute. Thank you for your orders, everybody. This was kind of fun. I don't think I've ever done this before. Like printed labels live. Live for the people. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna give y'all a little couple seconds. Do you have any more questions? Let me know. I'm closing stuff out. Everybody who placed the order while we've been here on the live, y'all labels have been printed. I'm about to get off of here and pack this stuff real quick so y'all can get y'all stuff with this next batch. And then we about to get up. I'm about to be up out of here. Alrighty. You are absolutely the best. My internet best friend, almost my twin. Yes. Yes, I'm your internet best friend, and I don't want you to be going through that stuff. You don't have to be a bald headed skittle diddle with no hair in the middle or a Humpty Dump with no hair in the front. And even if for a minute you've been a scallywag with no hair in the back, listen, you can fix it. Like, you really can. I promise. I don't want you to worry about it. And one great thing about being a professional, as you learn more about your profession, you can give it to your clients, because just because you do hair every day don't mean that you're perfect. It don't mean that you are like that you can't have problems, that you can't have hiccups. That's not what that means, right? But I love y'all. I'm about to pack these orders up and then send them off to the post office with the rest of them. Didn't see nobody else ask no questions. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for the video that probably gonna go up tomorrow. I don't know. I'll probably post a video tomorrow. I will. Come on. All right. I love y'all. See you later.